Because I think I had something not set on. Because I think I had something not set on.
There you go.
Because I think I had something
What?
not set on.
There you go.
Because I think I had something.
What?
Is it? Let me ask you this.
There you go.
Because I think.
Let's see. See, I got. Put your headphones on real quick. Let's see. See, I got weird. Put your headphones on. Feedback.
Whoa, Jesus.
See, I got weird. Put your headphones on. Feedback.
Whoa, Jesus.
See, I got weird. Put your headphones on. Feedback.
God.
Weird. See, I got weird.
Because this is
That's not it. How about now?
no. I mean, like the how far behind we are.
That's not it. How about now?
No, I mean like the how far behind we are.
There we go. No, we aren't far behind.
Okay, well, let me go update.
Okay, turn the audio down on those.
Okay.
What's up, Scott? Thanks for joining, and we're just trying to get through some weird stuff that's going on right now. So, trying to just figure it out. All right, all right, all right. Just trying to figure out what's Yep. Anyways, okay, let's go back here now that we kind of figured this out a little bit. What do you got going on in the shop there, big dog?
Yeah. So, I forgot that's what I was looking for. But anyways, I've got a new BMW S1000 in to tune. ZH2 is getting dropped off to get charger gears and tuned, and possibly a charge cooler. I'm not sure yet what all he's bringing.
Got ya.
What's going on with you?
Getting a lot more done on the oven, getting things sorted out. Got a couple projects in, one which you are going to be disassembling some stuff on, either,
yep.
One day here shortly. Excuse me. Turn that down just a smidgen. I got a couple of inquiries and stuff on some jobs. I don't know if this will fall through or not. And then I started looking at that big box sitting in the shop. I was like, man, it'd be nice to kind of put that together. But
Oh, I've got an Indian chieftain to tune as well. Forgot about that.
oh, nice,
But a big old bagger chieftain.
very cool. I hit up Derek to see if they get me any more pictures because I want to see that thing, but I haven't got anything back yet. So hopefully, get to see that soon.
I'm so close to just like pulling the trigger on that bike.
What? on the YCF?
Little GP.
Oh man, I was talking to because Thomas hit you up right about doing some work on my old Multistrada.
Yeah.
And I go, hey, man, did you go down and check out that YCF yet? And he goes, no, I purposely didn't because, I wanted to wait till at least after Christmas. He's like, because I had some extra money and stuff. And I knew, let me take this thing off here. We get this pod text. There we go. He's like, I knew I'd want one. So I decided I'm going to wait. And I said, that's probably a really, really good idea.
Yeah, they're sweet. I don't know. I just keep thinking about it over and over, and we'll see.
Yeah, I want one too so bad. But like I told you before, like, man, I just don't know if I can really justify it for myself, being that most of my time is spent at the big tracks. But I don't know, man. Find out, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I want to, but we'll see. It might happen, it might not. When is your buddy coming on?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, yes. This will be the first time we have a guest, so bear with me because I think this all works correctly. But haven't tested it yet, which is, I'm kind of bad at that. But he will be on, I think, around 7:30.
Okay.
So, hopefully we get that all goes smoothly. We'll see. Oof. Crossing my fingers. Hopefully we don't get any of that feedback stuff like we got earlier. But, we'll see. So yeah, we have Craig France on, and Craig is. I've known Craig for a long time. Back in the day when I first started doing track days and stuff, and he was just track day dude. I think he did some racing stuff back then. We talked to him a little bit about that when he gets on, but I hadn't talked to him for a long time. And then when I got back into track days, kind of hooked up with him a little bit more, and Craig started to help CJ LaRoche in Moto America. He runs Super Sport. And when he first kind of started, CJ was privateering. So that was all CJ's show. So I'm really curious to hear a little bit about that. And then now that they had, like last year, they were with, what was it, Parts Unlimited?
I'm not sure.
Can't remember who the title sponsor was, but curious to see how that changed things and stuff. I thought, first guess, it's he'd be kind of cool to talk to and, get some insight on stuff. Because, they do every round. So
Yeah.
he's traveling all over the place and logistics of stuff and all that. I just think it'd be kind of interesting to hear his take on some of that stuff. So
Yeah, for sure.
when we get him in, that'll be interesting, and we'll see how that all goes.
Looks like Tim said Northeast Cycle Outlet.
There you go. Northeast is Tim Dauberton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Tim, thanks for joining. Yeah, it was like a last minute thing. I'm like, hey, Craig, you want to do this? Surprisingly, he said yes, and I was like, holy shit.
I was like, do you know anybody? I'm like, in the next 15 minutes, I don't know.
I'm just trying to see what the hell's going on here. Hopefully it all works. Crossing my fingers. We'll see what happens. If not, I'll be sadly disappointed, man.
You'll have that, It's a big learning curve, the old podcast thing.
It's tad, man. It's wild, dude. I don't know. I should have ate. I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too. I gotta eat when I leave.
Anywho, man. So, sorry, I'm stalling a little bit here. Something cool. What's up, Timmy? Tim, Mr. Tim. Try to move this thing so we can see a little bit better, but
Looks good. I think it looks good on screen.
they will still be under that. Oh, so they are going to be under Northeast Cycle. Okay, cool. New helmet for this coming year, thanks to my good dude over here. We'll be rocking that new Alpine Star SuperTech R10 in the black carbon. And so they're taking pre-orders. They'll be shipping, I think, in February, it looks like. I don't know when in February, but whenever it is. So they're available. You can get them through different places. But, a lot of people don't understand. Like, Jay can get stuff. He doesn't have, like, a storefront or whatever, but he can get a lot of things. And if you're looking for Alpine Star stuff, boom, he can get it. So you want to pre-order one of those, the gloss white or the matte or the black carbon, or are the graphics available to pre-order yet?
I don't know that the graphics are. They had the multicolor one on there that was like 3 different colors, like red, black, and white or something like
so
that.
that's the graphics. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But they didn't have images of it or anything, so there was no images available.
Right. And jeez, man, I keep all this stupid audio stuff. This is like falling apart on me.
But they have, like we were talking about, you can get different rear spoilers for it depending on like street or track. You can get side spoilers for it.
Right, and the thing I didn't know, because I asked you, I'm like, hey, can you order me a dark smoke screen? Pretty awesome. I think it's the first time I've ever seen a helmet that comes with a clear and a smoke.
Yeah, that's like they never do.
So I see that there is options for like you can buy the smoked one. So I guess if you ruin the one you have, you could buy a smoked one. But like Iridium, and like maybe 2 other type visors.
Yeah.
So there are options. Tim, having Craig on as a guest. I guess I'm just not reading this. But
I'll probably end up getting one of those helmets too because they look so cool.
yeah, man, and like I really wanted to paint a helmet so bad. Do a design on one. I don't know. It's expensive.
Yeah, but you know.
So I don't know. I might just do the graphics on it and have the Epic Superbikes guy do my graphics on it like he did on my bike. So, and then test on something else before I really commit. But I mean, I think I could do it and it wouldn't be bad. But I just brand new and a helmet you have to wait on to begin with. It's yeah, I don't know.
I got plenty of old ones. You can take one of those and test paint it.
You get a shoey I can do sitting here. But if you have like an old cheaper Junko, that'd probably be the best.
Yeah,
So,
I've got. I think I threw away the helmet that I split when I wrecked, but Tim said he has an old Arai you can use.
Yeah, man, I'll try. I'm like literally doing anything. I got a shoey that's like it's a what? I think it's a RF 1100. And it's like a graphics helmet. So like I'd rather have one that's all one color just to start, just so it's not as much sanding and stuff.
Yeah.
But would be cool to try that. I've always wanted to. It's one of the things I really, really wanted to try. And just kind of see what I can do with it, and see if I can make it look kind of factory-ish,
Yeah. No, for sure.
I talking to Nick Kaplan. He
Yeah, monkey grips guy.
asking him if he'd ever want to jump on with us, discuss
Oh,
this
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
That'd
yeah.
be kind of cool to talk to him. I mean, he's got a lot of his products out there.
He does.
I mean,
It's
I
like-
currently use one, and I love it. And he's got a lot of stuff in Moto America on the Harleys and all kinds of stuff. So
We talked briefly about something. What were we talking about?
you and Nick.
Yeah, he reached out to me for something. I gotta go remember. It was a long time. I mean, it was maybe a year ago, 8-10 months ago, something like that.
Craig is getting ready to start. So go ahead and talk whatever. Hey, look, there he is. There's the guy. So I'm gonna try to get this set up real quick.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Hey, there he is.
He was talking to me about your 660 that I posted up that had the grip on it. He was asking me how I liked it and stuff, and I was like, "Well, it's not actually mine." And then it just went into some more conversation.
Craig, can you hear me? I don't think you can. Let's see.
Ryan's trying to figure out how to get a guest on here.
Can you hear me at all, Craig? Hello. Can you hear me now?
It's like a Verizon commercial. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I'll probably just pull him off of this real quick unless, let's see, guest hears others. All right, that's what I got. Can you hear me now? No? Man,
Yeah, perhaps we should have figured the guest out earlier. but
wait
we'll
a
make
minute.
it through.
Wait a minute. Let me get back to this.
We'll
here.
figure it out.
I should show him in, let's see. I'm failing at this miserably, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, gone.
I lost that. Oh. Let's see if he talks, if we can actually hear it.
Okay.
Hilarious. Let's see. Active, 100%. Monitor and output. How about now? Can you hear me at all? No? Jesus. Anything? Anything?
Well, I have no idea what's
Yeah,
going on or
I'm
how to
sorry,
fix that,
guys. I'm
so-
really fucking
How are you
this
guys
up.
all doing?
I'm trying the best I can.
And anything cool going on out there?
I'm trying the best I can.
Anything cool going on out there?
Hey, Craig, you, anything? Anything? I can't hear anything. As he says he can't hear anything either.
I'll just keep talking to you guys while they try to figure that out.
All right, well, I'm going to take Craig off the screen so he doesn't look ridiculous right now. Well, I'm going to take Craig off the screen so he doesn't look ridiculous right now. Let's see. This should be...
Are you hearing yourself delayed?
Yep, sure am.
Okay. Are you hearing yourself delayed? Well,
sure am.
hearing us delayed.
Yeah.
Hearing us delayed. But yeah, those new Alpine Super Tech helmets look really, really cool. If you guys want to check them out, you can go to their website and look at them. There's a few riders that
Are you, you hear me now?
debuting
Craig?
There's a few riders that
Are you, you hear me now? Craig? How about now, Craig? How about now, Craig? Jesus. So shit, man. I completely failed at this situation. I completely failed at this situation. Jesus.
Well, he's still working on that.
Yeah, go ahead and talk amongst yourself while I try to figure this out.
Yeah.
This is just a huge. Talk amongst yourself while I try to figure this out. This is just a huge. Screwed myself on this, so.
Where's our IT friends at?
Man, I don't know. This is whole situation.
I know, right? Like we do.
What'd he say?
He said we need an Asian IT guy.
Who's that, Tim?
Yeah.
Hey, Tim, yeah, just come on down here, buddy.
Shh, come on over.
Hey, Tim, yeah, just come on down here, buddy. Not sure what's going on, to be able to be quite honest with everyone. Let me see here. Let me try something else.
Conrad told you to hurry up.
I'm trying, guys.
Get on it.
I'm trying, guys.
Get on it.
It's yeah, I'm just, I'm sucking at this really, really bad. Yeah, I'm just, I'm sucking at this really, really bad.
I'll second that.
I thought I had this all figured out, and apparently I just don't, man. I don't know. I thought this was I don't know how to get the audio output to him so he can actually hear what the hell's going on. And yeah, it's just
Can you like broadcast like Discord through there? Like if everybody was just talking on Discord, could you broadcast it through there?
I think so, but I mean the problem is man, I don't know. It's I'm just not sure. I thought I had, the audio should be coming in from it, but we just it ain't. I don't.
At least we have this nice echo.
I'm trying to figure that out too.
I-
So just
I enjoy it.
hold with me here, but
Are you guys getting an echo too, or just us? Are you guys getting an echo too, or just us?
frantic. Trying to get basically 2 bikes done, ready to ride, plus all the other bikes that we take down.
Right.
Which one of them was basically, Kyle from Northeast Cycle Outlet had a decent amount done on it. It was track ready, but converting it over into, the next gen Super Sport Moto America legal 750.
Yeah.
So that's been fun.
Just a little background on you. We knew each other long time ago, and then did some track days and whatnot, and then didn't see you for quite a while until I got kind of back in the track space, and we saw each other there and kind of talked or whatever. And you started with CJ when he was still privateer, and so what was how did that come about, I guess?
Basically, I met him at Nelson Ledges, Moto Series and whatnot when that was still running up there. And then he decided to put his big boy pants on and go race pro. And he needed some help, and he was reaching out to basically anybody he knew at the time. And just whoever could help out that weekend showed up. It was definitely not ideal because you never knew who was showing up to help out for the weekend.
Right.
And that was back in probably 2016, so somewhere in there.
Yeah, that little feedback.
That's
Are you getting that at all on your end? Like a reverb feedback?
Just faintly, yeah.
Okay. Like a reverb feedback. Let's see.
Ooh.
Yeah. How was that back then compared to now? That's real bad. How was that back then compared to compared to you guys have support from Northeast Cycle now, and according to what I talked to Tim, he said you guys are continuing that through this year. Is there much of a difference from his privateer charge versus now having that a bigger brand support, or what do you think? Did you hear that at all?
It doesn't seem like it. Did you turn the mic off?
No, everything's on, man. I don't know what the hell the deal is. Jesus, because we're still rocking here. God damn it. How do we lose it that fast? How do we lose it that fast? So now you just can't hear us anymore. That's cool.
Done.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened.
Bark twice if you're in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I don't know. Anything there, big guy? Jesus Christ.
This is the worst podcast.
It is, man. I'm sorry.
Sorry, guys.
I'm sorry.
Whoever's watching, sorry. First guest, first time trying this, getting it all figured out.
Man, I tell you, you can't hear me. No dice? You can't
Nope.
hear?
I can hear him.
Yeah, I don't know
I
what
can
just.
hear you now.
Oh,
I can hear you now.
What the fuck is going on? Okay, I'm sorry. Anyways, let me go back to the question, what I said. You're when you first started with him and you were utilizing or just his finances, I guess, his privateer campaign versus now with Northeast Cycle. Is there much of a difference because you have, a decent size, backer?
Yeah, I mean there is. It comes with more spare parts, better rig to show up to the track with. Just everything shows up ready to go rather than the privateer thing. Sometimes you might show up with a bike that was still crashed from the weekend before.
Got ya. And so, did he maintain the same crew, or has it changed at all? Like, did the Northeast Cycle say, "Hey, we want some people in there," or whatever?
No. So basically, I did since 2021. No, 22. So I did 22 and 23. Did the full season with him. We had me, and then Ken Hill was basically crew chiefing. And then we would have just a revolving door of help on top of that. And then we did that for the last 2 seasons. Next year we're going to change that up. Last year I had Kevin Carpenter come out. He was out there for the full season, and he's going to come back again for this year. And then basically we're going to eliminate the revolving door of people, just to kind of keep everything consistent.
I got ya. So what's it like, man?
It'll be good. I mean, unfortunately for this year, Kyle from Northeast Cycle Outlet's stepping away. He is still going to help sponsor us. We're still going to keep the name. He just wants to spend some more time with his family, so it'll be basically a solo effort with some support.
Got ya. Excuse me. So what is it? What's it like as far as the is it? I've only helped out that one time at Pitt. You saw me up there when I was up there, but I know just doing it by myself, it was crazy, dude. And this is just some random dude running back of the pack in Twins Cup, but how is it with a crew with somebody who's not some back of the pack guy? I mean, yeah, CJ improved quite a bit last year. He was running up in the top 10. Is it still getting to places is a rush? Does everything feel rushed, or what's it like?
No, we try to mitigate that as much as possible. And once you do, a handful of rounds, everything just kind of gets smoother. Everybody kind of knows their place. Everybody does their thing. And it just, I mean, sure, we forget things from time to time. Some things end up being a rush, but for the most part, it's not too bad.
Okay. So, what would you say for anybody that was I don't know, wanting to get into, get into Moto America? What do you tell that? Don't get into it.
No,
Just don't.
I mean, for sure, try it. I mean, but I would find somebody that has, maybe been in the paddock before, or somebody that has helped crew, for somebody before. Just it makes things a lot easier. Not that things are difficult, but everything is on a time schedule, and they stick to that time schedule.
Yeah, for sure.
So you get tires at a certain time of the day, and that's it. And you miss your window, and you're screwed.
Yeah, I realized that myself when trying to. Hey, can you still hear me? Okay, never mind. Realized it myself when I was doing that. And, I had no schedule. I had no idea what I was supposed to be doing. It was just kind of I showed up, and
the dude really didn't give me much information, and it was it was a shit show. And I mean, that, like, by itself, I was like, dude, you need 2-3 people minimum to do that job.
Right. Yeah, we have a minimum of 3 at basically every weekend, which I try to make sure that Ken doesn't do a whole lot other than work on CJ and work on, telling us what needs changed on the bike, but it's still a third person there,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just like not even working on the bikes and stuff, but just like getting your shit together to go to the grid is like a panic. And if you have one person, or even just minimum 2, it's like, holy shit, man. It's really crazy. It's just man, it's just nuts, man.
Yeah, and luckily we've had enough funding that a lot of that stuff we bought duplicates of, so we keep front and rear stands down in hot pit all weekend long. They never leave there.
Yeah, that would be definitely awesome. This
yeah,
guy
that'd be
had
convenient for sure.
Yeah, this guy didn't even have a cart. I brought my own cart with me for him to use. He was trying to buy it off me. Dude, I'm throwing a generator and stands up over the wall at pit, like just flying, trying to, and then like, as soon as you do that and they take off, it's like, well, I got to go down and walk a mile to the end of the paddock to get under, just in case it's red flagged in the first lap.
Right.
It's wild.
Yeah, it's a hustle. I mean, especially for the full starts, because you got to drag all that stuff down there and then you drag it all back.
Yeah, it's man.
But I mean, for anybody that's looking to get into it, I mean, I would say absolutely try it. It's a totally different experience. But I mean, for anybody.
Yeah, like as far as like for racing or being part of the crew or both.
Either one. I enjoy going and helping him out. Maybe one day, my balls will dry up and I can get on the grid, but who knows if that'll ever happen.
But are you fast enough?
I mean, that's the question, right?
But are you fast enough? This
And I mean,
Go ahead.
Listen, you want to go faster? I got some stacks. I pedal my wares here.
Go ahead.
Listen, you want to go faster? I got some stacks. I pedal my wares here.
that thing's killing you, isn't it?
What the
The
reverb
feedback?
shit? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
driving me absolutely insane, and I have no clue what to do with it.
I mean, at least for me and most people, I would say
What
make
to
sure
do?
that you can make the time that it's going to take to qualify, because otherwise you're kind of there for the weekend and you're spending a bunch of money and you don't even know if you're going to make the show or not.
Yeah, for sure. The one dude that was that I was helping. Yeah, for sure. Man, this is driving me absolutely bananas. I'm gonna tell you. The dude I was helping out or whatever, he was like last place, and he really didn't care. You know what I mean? And I'm like, he wouldn't pass. Man, I can't remember the dude's name. He's on a Gixxer 750 now. What's his name? Man, I can't remember what his name is off the top of my head, but damn it, what's his name? He was riding an SV650 at one point or whatever, but yeah, he runs weird and stuff, but he was like, I won't pass him because I don't trust that he's a good rider. I'm like, he made the Moto America grid. I'm pretty sure that like you should be able to trust to pass this guy, but like he wouldn't pass him because for whatever reason. And I'm like, so you're gonna pay all this money just to sit in last place or second to last, whatever it was. It made zero sense to me. Like, if I would go and spend that money to compete, it's like, dude, I'm gonna do whatever I can, even if it's only like, fifth from last. If I can gain 2 places, I'm gonna gain 2 places.
Right. I mean, you still got to have that drive to push yourself forward.
Yeah, you have to. And
I mean, if that's your mindset when you're gonna go out there, like you might as well just do track days. Like it doesn't make any sense to pay all that money. Like I mean, unless you just want to say like, yeah, I raced on the grid, like you could say that. But like, if you're not like if you're afraid to pass a guy, just go do track days. Like,
Yeah, because I mean, I'll be honest with you. Even at track days, I try to have that same mindset. You know, if I see somebody in front of me, I'm going to try to catch them and go around them. But I mean, there are plenty of guys that just show up and run.
Yeah, for sure. It just, I don't know. For me, man, it just didn't make sense. And like, I think it'd be cool to do it. Like, I would love to try and do an Moto America round, but like, I know I could probably qualify a pit if I really wanted to, but it's so much money to just, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean the actual race entry fees aren't bad. It's just everything else they nickel and dime you for.
Yeah, and so I heard, most people are like, oh yeah, dude, it's actually, you get more ride time out of doing Wira or Moto America than you would like Wira, and kind of see that with how much practice you get in qualifying and all that stuff. But at the same time, it's like, well, you're buying their tires. There's no way around that, You're running their fuel. Some people get around that, I'm not even talking about Stan Bowley. I'm talking about like I know some people, and I know you do too.
well, I'm sure there's loads of people that aren't like podium them, and they're just kind of throwing whatever, and they probably don't care.
Yeah, they're just running.
No, I mean there was a guy at Pittsburgh that got busted for MR12, and he still didn't make the grid.
That's just rough.
And Super
You gotta feel bad. Get caught cheating and you can't even make the grid.
Was that in Supersport?
It was.
I mean, MR12 is really good, but MR12 isn't gonna make or break like first to last.
No, but
It's just funny that you would
try to cheat with.
Yeah.
Try to cheat with fuel. I would make it something a little less obvious because that stuff definitely smells.
Yeah, 100%. Like if you just walk in the paddock there with somebody with a can, you'll smell it. But certainly riding around with them.
So what other cool things that the normal public like ourselves wouldn't know on these things?
I mean, it's been an eye opener converting the 750 over, having to buy the ride by wire throttle bodies from Ulrich, the wiring harness, the ECU, and then it's not just as easy as just putting that all together and going and riding. You have to either know somebody, or you have to know how to program the ECU.
Who makes the
God,
ECU?
Access to Mark Jung, because otherwise I'd probably be screwed at this point.
Who?
Is it like a Motec, Morelli?
He's been a big help getting this thing up and going.
He asked, who makes the ECU?
Medtronic.
Oh yeah, actually I believe I think Chloe just put that on her R6. Medtronic.
Yeah, so basically all the next gen bikes are required to run it. The Cowie is required if you switch it over to ride by wire, which I know is available in World Supersport. I think it's coming over to Moto America. The R6 you don't have to, but I know some of the teams are.
Go ahead.
That was it. I want to know the ECU. I mean, are you guys running a completely stock engine, or are you still doing super sport stuff to the 750, even though it's got to be limited through the throttles?
No, you're actually basically all the next gen bikes you're not allowed to do anything to the motors.
Gotcha.
And then they obviously limit us. I think it's like 82% throttle. The Ducati's a little less. I think it's like 78% or something.
Yeah.
But,
I could see that.
But I mean, the thing is you're still making peak torque. So I mean, the thing still pulls out of a corner like a 750 or a V2.
For sure. That's why I was kind of asking if you guys are allowed to do anything to the engine, because like if they want to cap like peak horsepower and stuff like that, that's whatever. Like you can make a huge fat curve, and the bike could still pull awesome. You just make the same peak that they want you to make.
mean, for the 750, for us at least, I mean, you're not even allowed to change velocity stacks or anything on them. I mean, it's basically a showroom bike, and just you have to run that ECU and they detune it.
Well, it saves on engines.
You're not, right. So I mean, yeah, you have the upfront cost of the throttle bodies and all that, the harness and the ECU and stuff. But I mean, at the end of the day, we were going through 2 motors a year. So it
On
kinda
R6s?
offsets itself. Yeah.
Yeah, they're strung out too, and like even if you're not replacing them, they're getting weak, or they break, stuff like that. You're running stock 750 engines. You just run that all day, every day.
Yeah, I think when we talked to Carl Soltis' team, I think he's still on the same motor that he started the first season on, that he did that 750. So he's got, I think, 2 full seasons on it.
He was on Disrupt, right?
He started on Disrupt, and then I can't remember who he was with last year.
Yeah, I was talking to Mark about those the 750s and the new gen stuff and whatnot. It was fascinating.
Yeah. I actually got to get up to his shop. He's going to help me do some dyno tuning and stuff.
So how do you think you guys will be doing this year? How did he like the 750? Because he ran it, what, 1 or 2 rounds?
Just the one in Jersey. We tested it at Pittsburgh, I think the weekend after the Moto America event. And it wasn't a detuned one. It was basically just a stock 750 with some suspension on it and whatnot. And literally was, I think when he came in from his first run, he was a 10th off his R6 time.
Gee, that's great.
So, we made some tweaks. We made some incorrect setup stuff at Jersey, trying to get it to do something that it just didn't want to do, and it kind of hurt us. But at the end of the day, I mean, we ended up going pretty good. The Super Sport class is going to be tough this year. I mean, there's a lot of guys in it that are going to be quick. Well, guys and gals, because you got Kayla up there.
Yeah, that'll be fun to see.
I mean, we were making a list the other day at work of all the people that are running in that class that are going to be quick, and I mean, we got to 10 or 11 people pretty easily.
Yeah, Max is going to be running in that. They have
You got Blake
PJ?
Davis,
PJ, yep.
Corey Alexander,
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yep.
Jake Lewis. You got that Torin. I can't think of his last name, but he got a 3rd and a 4th at Coda.
What's Jake running? I thought Jake was running Atlas on stock 1000.
No, he's doing Super Sport.
Is he with Atlas?
Yeah.
Okay. Is he running 750 then?
Yeah, they're actually fielding 3 bikes. So.
Wow, that's
said,
cool.
Torin Collins, Chris Simcoe said.
Yeah, he's Jake's teammate, and then you got Nassani, Jared Nassani, who's his dad basically runs that team. But all 3 of those guys are quick.
I think Jake actually ran.
Coming back.
Didn't Jake run the Disrupt 600 or 750, whatever it was, last year for a couple rounds?
Yeah, he filled in when Corey Ventura got hurt at Barber.
Okay. I thought I remembered him getting
Yeah, he
on there.
he ran the last part of the season basically. And then, I mean, you still got the 2 guys from M4, with Ty Scott and Teague Hobbs. Those guys are going to be up there.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't take long to get to, 9, 10, 11 people, so, we've been talking internally that, yeah, we got some top 10s last year, but they're going to be some work this year.
See, Chris said he just had Torin on his podcast. I'm trying to figure out who this dude is, actually.
Canadian Superbike guy?
This is Chris Simcoe. He looks like he has a podcast as well. Pin the gas?
I don't know him, but thanks for stopping by, Chris.
Yeah, he
appreciate
said-
you watching.
He said we should collab. Hey, maybe. Let me figure this audio out. I'm a very beginner at this, as you can see, but we're still working on it. But yeah, man, that's it'll be interesting. Like I think in general, like Superbike and Super Sport is going to be pretty awesome this year. Superbike is going to be wild if everybody still shows up that looks like actually I was watching what like the Moto America podcast guys whatever and they had Heron on and he doesn't know if he has a ride yet or not, like, and doesn't know if he's going to be at Daytona either.
Yeah, I got to talk to one of the Warhorse guys a few weeks ago, and they basically haven't made any plans yet. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know if they're running one bike or two. They don't know what class they're running in. They don't know who's going to ride for them.
Well, I mean,
That sounds like Tyler's.
right? I mean, it like to me, this is just me outside looking in, where I don't, I'm not the one financing shit, but like, it makes more sense to have two bikes. You get more data. You're gonna do better, and it makes sense to bring Heron back because he's done the best on that bike than anyone. And he did say, what should I guess I didn't really realize. I think it's like the first, or he's only been on a bike like 2 years straight, like once. So like, he's only every time he's came like he ran Superbike, it's been like, well, he was on it for 1 year. And then
Are we excluding like AMA, like back when he was on the R1?
Well, I think even then, I think it was like he's only done it once, where he was on it more than just 1 year. So it's like, you're learning a brand new bike and trying to figure it out, and you're getting data from somebody else. Plus, the Ducati, this model this is the second year for it, so they don't have a lot of data on it. But second overall or whatever it is, what he got second overall, it's pretty good. He performed the best out of anybody, MotoGP riders, whatever, and. You bring Chavi in. I think Chavi could do a ridiculous job on it. And working with Heron and having all that data to go back and forth. And, they're different types of riders, but still, the data they can get from it's going to show a lot. And, I mean, that's what Chavi, once he said that last year from the beginning, like his goal was to be on Superbike. But, I mean, it would make sense to do that and just, like, honestly, just pull out of Super Sport because Ducati Corsa is working with Rahal and they're having 3 bikes, so it doesn't make sense to put a bike on the grid for HSBK and Super Sport.
Yeah.
Like, just do Superbike, spend your money there, and that's what I would think. I mean, what do you think?
I mean, that's kind of the direction I thought they were going to go, but like I said, nothing's been announced. I thought for sure it was just going to be Heron and Flores and just both running Superbike.
Yeah, for sure. And who else I saw? Oh, Heron was talking about. No, it wasn't Heron. No, it was the dude. Who's the younger Rahal? Is it Graham?
I honestly, no, I'm not sure.
Whoever the guy is, he was talking that.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I think it's Graham. He was getting interviewed, and they were talking about how they chose who they chose for their team, and he said he's been eyeing Peterson up for like 3 years. Which is kind of crazy. And so they've been thinking about it for a long, long time. And then they asked him, like, how they decided on Kayla and Paula Chabati. Said, that is the best woman rider we have ever seen.
That's awesome.
I'm like, dude, that is a huge
She's got some
compliment.
serious praise then. She's got Top Rack in her corner. She's got
Right.
Pablo in her corner. She
For
might as well
sure.
just leave Moto A and just go to the big scene.
I mean, like, I think we talked about this.
It's hard to beat Kayla. I mean, she's quick. She's very personable. She is a marketing machine.
Dude, yeah,
you know,
that's
so
like her
she's
biggest
definitely a
thing.
heavy hitter.
Like, no, I mean, obviously, she is an insanely talented rider, like, bar none. I think she performs better overseas because I think she's just those tracks, those surfaces. I think it works better with her over there, but and her riding style. But yeah, as far as marketing goes, like to be in front of the camera, they freaking love her. Like she can't say anything wrong, and it's not because she's a woman by any means. She's just she has such a presence.
and it's hard to beat somebody that you can literally stop in the middle of the paddock and talk to her for 2 minutes and go about your day, and doesn't really phase her. I mean, she's not always in a hurry. She's not, oh, I don't have time for this. She's super nice. I harass her all the time. Just I give her a hard time, and every time I pass by her, I'll yell something over at her. She's nice. She's super friendly. And just I don't know. She's definitely good for the sport.
Yeah, she is. I mean, and like as much as people, like I don't know why people hate Heron, whatever it is, but he brings a lot to the sport. I mean, like he's social media wise, dude, his presence on there and the little short video clips he does and stuff, and like it does, bring other people in that may not have seen that, or have wanted to ever watch racing or whatever it is, and that goes to kind of the same with like the whole bagger series. Like some people shit on that. I think that people can have their own opinions about it, but for me, in the end, it's like what's bringing people in. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
as long as we can bring more people up into the sport and get more money put into it, from the fan base, then we're all going to benefit from that because there's going to be just a bigger crowd and a bigger following of it, which it just all heightens the sport and brings more attention to it.
Yeah, I mean when they first announced the baggers and that first season of it, it was a disaster. I don't think they made it on track the first year at any round without oiling the place down.
Yeah, for sure.
Now the second season, they've obviously fixed a lot of that, and you talk to people about it, and you're like, yeah, they race these baggers and whatever, and it sounds as ridiculous as it is to watch, but it's entertaining, and the racing's usually fairly close, and Harley and Indian is just lighting money on fire to try to beat each other.
Yeah. But I mean, that's cool though, man. Like the amount of money that's getting put into it, with the development stuff, and it kind of sucks that, I mean, I understand why they do it. They limit, certain things, just to keep, more of the privateers in it. And on the bagger side, like, I don't know, man, like that's a huge investment to begin with. Even if you're a privateer, like,
Yeah.
these guys are making these one-off parts and stuff, and like they're allowing some of it, whatever. But even if they make the part and then they're allowed to sell it, it's so expensive. Like these guys can't afford this stuff. So like it's just a show, to see what they can make these gigantic freaking things do. And I say let it just go.
I mean-
It's the same for me. It's almost like the same thing of like steroids in sports. Like we want to see the best of the best. Juice them up. Let's get it going. Let's see what happens. You know what I mean?
I don't know if that analogy works the best, but I know what you're saying.
No, but I mean, when you see these, you see these baggers with these just ridiculous swing arms, triple clamps, just whatever machine parts on them, and you're like, that is absolutely insane. The forks are like the size of the diameter of my forearm. They're massive. And
They got to be for something
the
that
amount-
weighs 900 pounds.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. They have a minimum weight, and I think it's like 650 pounds.
Yeah,
they can't go under that.
I was gonna say their trim weight I think is around 650, so they're heavy, but they're not like 900 pound like full bagger, but they're still heavy.
But I mean, we talked to Corey and Patricia the one round, and we were talking to them about theirs, and they're like, yeah, we had to actually add weight back onto the bike.
It's crazy.
Yeah, because what did you say? It was like 650? Is that what it is?
Somewhere around there.
It's
crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. It was like 650? Is that what it is?
And I mean, these guys are hauling ass on a 650 pound motorcycle. And I mean, these guys are hauling ass on a 650 pound motorcycle.
I don't know what's going on. This is driving me insane. This reverb shit, but Yeah, like what? What's his name? Who was it that drug
This
elbow?
is driving me insane. This reverb shit. But
Yeah, it's literally
really
getting
bad
two
now.
people talking.
Who was it that drug elbow?
That was Wyman too, I think.
First time.
Yeah, it's literally getting two people talking.
Oh boy, it's getting real bad now.
That was Wyman too, I think.
It's so bad. Sorry, everyone, for the terrible, terrible things I get going on here. I'll figure it out at some point, but Jesus, it's just bad now. But
Probably the reverb from that casting couch you guys are sitting on.
hey, you know what this is? My fucking camper, buddy.
I know. I saw the AC unit when you had your phone laying on the table.
Okay. But yeah, what's his name? That drug elbow. What was it? Wyman? Is that
I think
who
it was Wyman, yeah.
Dude, that's freaking nuts, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, I forget what round it was that Wyman was talking. He said that basically every time he does a wheelie on that thing, it basically screws the motor up, and he's like, "But I'm not gonna stop doing wheelies at the end of the race."
What, just starving it from oil or what?
I think so.
That's crazy. Hey, Connor Tigner, I am the IT department. When we first started this podcast, I knew nothing about any of this stuff, and it's got way better. It really has. This honestly sounds like shit today, but generally, if you go back and look at any of our other ones, it sounds good. It's just from this remote guest here. I thought I had it figured out, and I didn't. So
We're learning.
no, you can give me as much crap as you want because I'm trying to figure it out. I'm the only one working on it. Jake doesn't know any of it. So
I don't know
yeah,
any
I'm
of the
just-
streaming stuff.
dude, I'm working on it as good as I can, but I don't know.
Sure,
All this stuff
my
is.
janky ass backwoods internet isn't helping too, but
Oh, really? Let me just I'll just show you something here, buddy, so we can just take that out, okay? Real quick, just so you know, it ain't janky ass internet.
I was talking about mine.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay, we can blame it on you. Double R
I'd
build.
show you mine, but it has a whole lot less numbers on the screen.
Do you ever seriously notice whenever he's leaning in, it sounds better?
No, I didn't notice,
don't
but
get the reverb or whatever it is, but McDonald's Wi-Fi, come on now. Hey man, this is the best I can do out here. 300 and some megs that's like driving a Ferrari out here.
listen, I had CenturyLink and I had 8. Like singular. 8. Not 80, not 800. 8. I don't even know what the upload was. The upload was probably like 1.2. Like, you couldn't do this.
Yeah. That's all I got. I don't know. Man, Taco Bell. Come on. We don't even have. Do we have Taco Bell around here?
Are you kidding? We have 3 Taco Bells.
Okay, so maybe it is.
We got a Taco Bell everywhere you look. Oh no, we have 3 McDonald's. We have 2 Taco Bells.
Yeah, Connor, I had Starlink and got rid of it. And I have T-Mobile. So, getting close to 400 megs. I've seen 700 megs on T-Mobile out here, but my Starlink would be like 150 and then sometimes would drop to 30 and it would just be back and forth. It was so inconsistent, I got rid of it. And T-Mobile, I don't think I really ever see below 350 megs. So that's the
And it's a lot cheaper.
yeah, it's $50 a month, and I was paying 150 for Starlink. So.
And you don't have to pay $600 straight up.
Yes, well, it's $500 or $600 for the equipment.
You just go in there and they hand you a box.
What do you got out there, Craig? So now I don't hear him at all. I didn't. I don't know what. I didn't change anything, so I don't know what's going on. But I don't hear you anymore, buddy.
He's probably like sitting on his, microphone controller, and he keeps turning it on and off.
The fact that he's got a he's got some kind of gaming headset on. That's, right there's enough. But yeah, I can't hear you anymore. So I don't know if you can hear me or not, but you've disappeared off the face of the earth.
I'm telling you, he muted himself.
He had to because I didn't change anything. So I don't know what's going on. This is just a tragedy, wasn't it?
Well, we had fun. We made some people laugh.
I would have left within the first 10 seconds.
Most people did. We had
Dude, I can't take all this.
a solid 8, 9 people, and they left. That was it. I don't think it is, Connor, because our mics were close together in the shop. I think it's just this whole weird setup he's doing with a guest and stuff.
That's exactly what it is. It's not the mic setup. It's something. So basically, how this works is, in order to hear Craig through our headsets, I have a piece of equipment. It's called a PodTrack P4. So that's where the mics run through that, and our headsets run through that. So Craig is coming through on the computer, and the audio has to go from the computer into the device we have external, and then feeds into our headsets. For whatever reason, the program that I'm using, which is common for a lot of people who podcast, called OBS Studio, I just don't know it. Right, so I know how to get him on the screen. Obviously, we can hear him. Not anymore for whatever reason, but it's OBS Studio, and then we stream to Facebook and YouTube, and everything goes through OBS Studio. Craig, you can still hear us?
Yes, I can.
Oh,
Okay,
look
now
at
your
that.
audio's back. There you go. I don't know what the fuck happened. We're
You unmuted yourself, didn't you? Don't lie to me.
No, I have not muted myself.
I don't, dude. Sorry, I don't know, guys. It's bear with us. It's a shit show of a situation, and at least we have him on. We can talk to him. It's the first one. Give us a break. I know it sounds like shit. It sucks. It's driving me absolutely crazy, but we tried it, and then now we have to improve it. So that's the first time we ever did one. We had this, and it was because of mics, and it was a different thing. I had to buy this piece of equipment in order to sort that out and get good audio. But so we're just trying to figure it out, guys. Yeah, man. Trying to think of any other questions I had for Craig. Man, I don't think I have anything else. I just want to touch on that, see where you're at in that stuff, and what do you think about Mid Ohio, man? It's going to be good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I haven't been there for a while.
Me
Actually
either.
looking forward to riding there and looking forward to go there for Moto America weekend.
Yeah, it should. Jake was telling me, he was talking to some people. They're already selling camping spots with $500 for the weekend.
That's what they were saying in the chat. But Mid Ohio is amazing. It's such a good track. Just it's been a little rough.
And was that for Vintage or for Moto America? That was for Moto America?
Yeah, it was for Moto. Yeah.
That's crazy, dude. I think it's for Pit. I think it was like $100. For,
Well, Mid Ohio likes to. They like to get their money.
well, they're gonna pay for that paving, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think I paid $350 for a power spot at Pitt, so
Wow.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. It's not too far, so maybe I'll just drive up, check it out, then go home.
It's not far at all. It's an
yeah, it's good.
hour away from here.
It's far for you though now, isn't it? Craig.
Hour 45.
Yeah. Where you're out? What, Zanesville?
No, I'm east of there yet. Like New Philly area.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, that's a haul. Well, man, if you don't want to stay any longer, all good. I appreciate you coming on here and bearing with us about, with all this bullshit, and also being last minute. But I thought it'd be pretty cool to, have somebody on to chat with. You're our first guest, and obviously it was an absolute disaster from my end, but I'll figure it out here eventually.
I was out working on the bikes, and I was actually on my way home, and you sent me that message, so I was like, this will work out.
There you go. Well, we really do appreciate it, and thanks for coming on. And I guess I'll shut this off so we don't have any of this reverb anymore. And then, but yeah, dude, thanks again. And once we get it figured out, I'll try to maybe have you back on so people don't have to suffer through this shit. But
I'll have to get a hold of my painter here at some point and maybe get him to paint some body work up before the first round.
Yeah, just same thing, black or what?
I don't know. I gotta find out.
Cool. And put a word to Mr. CJ, because once I get this, I definitely don't want to do it with having the way it is now. I'm not gonna have anybody else on until I fix it. But if he'd be interested in coming on and talking a little bit, that'd be awesome. Just to kind of pick his brain a little bit from starting out to where he is now and all that. That'd be cool as shit. So just shoot me a message, man. Let me know if he has any desire to do that or not. So
sure.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you being on, and we thank you, and we'll talk to you later. And again, sorry for the absolute shit show, especially there at the beginning, but yeah.
That was a good time. Thanks for having me.
All right, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Yep,
too.
we'll see you.
Bye.
Yeah, and thanks for anybody that kept watching through the horrible quality. You know?
Yep. And I'm gonna let me pop this shit off so hopefully we can get back to normal. Are we back to normal now?
Sounds like it.
Yeah. See, as soon as we get rid of that, then it's good.
That's weird.
Yeah. I don't know. It's, dude.
Whatever.
Yep.
We'll continue learning. But thanks, guys, for sticking through it.
Yeah, definitely appreciate that. And as much as it drove everybody else crazy, it definitely drove me crazy too. So, if anybody have any questions on stuff or whatever, whoever's here with us still, which is probably not many goddamn people, but feel free to holler and we'll answer some questions or whatever it may be. And Chris, man, once I get all this shit figured out, we'll see about maybe getting you on and talking, since you maybe know or a little bit more experience in this BS than I am for sure. So we can pick your brain and kind of see how you do and whatnot and go from there. But who else do we have on here? Did I miss while I was dicking around with all this stuff? Connor. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I don't know. What else you got, Jake? Got anything?
I got nothing else. That's all I got.
Well, there you go, man. Wasted 40 minutes of BS trying to dick around with what the hell's going on, and I don't know if anybody has anything else. If not, we'll probably just pop off here, and then I'm gonna go, dive myself into a deep hole to figure out what the fuck just happened, and how to fix that. So, anything else? Shout it out. If not, we're gonna end this bad boy. Call it a day. We'll give like 3 minutes here.
It's looking like it.
Come on, boys. Anybody? No? All right. Well, that's it. We're going to call it. Thanks, everyone, for staying with us through our Titanic problem times here. We'll figure it out and get back with we'll figure it out and hopefully get some more guests on because that was interesting. Cool, sounds good, Chris. And if you have any insight on how to fix this shit, I don't know what you use as far. I think
He said StreamYard, I think.
StreamYard. Yeah, I like OBS just because there's a lot of options with it. But I mean, the problem is running what I run, the piece of hardware, and connecting it with this and that and whatever. It gets a little confusing to me again, trying to figure stuff out. But also, I don't take the time to really like test bed anything. It's usually just like, well, we'll throw it on there, see what the fuck happens. So, but yeah, we'll work something out, man. We'll try to get hooked up and do a little something, something. So, thanks. Oh shit! Excuse me. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and we will talk to y'all later.
Yep. We'll see you guys.